24/7.
I miss the old HBO 24/7 music, you know, but this is still pretty good. You know, I've been a little hard on Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto is the better boxer, but Miguel Cotto in his diva-ish ways, they must go. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to completely enjoy in 13 days Canelo likely beat down, knock out Miguel Cotto. But at the same time, I know that Miguel Cotto can box. I know that Miguel Cotto can move. I don't think that Miguel Cotto's the harder puncher. Miguel Cotto beating up a fat 190-pound Daniel Geale, still impressive, beating up such a, knocking out such a large fighter. But at the same time, he's masquerading as a 160-pounder when really he has no intentions on being a 160-pound champion, which is what's wrong in boxing these days. Puerto Rico knows, and this is not, I understand, listen, this is boxing. People want to say bullshit like, yo, T-Street, you racist, why you always hating on Miguel Cotto? And now the race has nothing to do with it. In boxing, you got to pick a side. I'm not fucking Mexican, but I'm going with Canelo. I understand that Canelo has cinnamon cement feet. I understand that he has some problems with foot movement. I understand that he has some problems with head movement. But I'm trying to figure out how can Miguel Cotto's face scar tissue hold up to Canelo Alvarez? When was the last time Cotto fought someone that hits as hard as Canelo Alvarez? It wasn't a Daniel Geale. It wasn't a Sergio Martinez, not the hobbled, handicapped, collecting disability Sergio Martinez. It wasn't Delvin Rodriguez. It wasn't Austin Trout. It wasn't even Floyd Mayweather. It was Antonio Margarito. So the question I'm having is, what happens when Miguel Cotto gets cornered? If he gets cornered, he's going to be doing a lot of moving. I understand that Miguel Cotto can win on the cards. And listen, if Miguel Cotto beats Canelo Alvarez, then it's like it'll be the biggest win of his career, and I have nothing to say. I will have nothing to say but to give Miguel Cotto his props. But at this point in time right now, for some reason, I got Canelo taking his head off. HBO 24/7, the first episode was exactly what I thought it was going to be, showing, their last fights. I would have loved to see them go a little more in detail about the trials and tribulations of both fighters. For example, even though it was on Showtime, Cotto losing to Austin Trout. I would love to see them go through that story. I would have loved to see them go through the story of Canelo and Erislandy Lara. I really wanted to see, like, if it's going to be the first episode, I want you to build up both fighters' career. I want you to make this episode like no one has seen these fighters fight before. Because Canelo's got a hell of a storyline with losing to Floyd Mayweather, with fighting Alfredo Angulo, in a comeback fight, then fighting Erislandy Lara, a fighter that everyone thought he was going to lose. And even if you did have him losing, I had him winning, but if you did have him losing, you still have to give him respect for the fight that he put up in the fight where people say he was clearly going to get outboxed. He actually did way better than a lot of people thought he was going to do against Erislandy Lara. Now, when it comes to Miguel Cotto, it's really nothing I can like, put it this way. If Sergio Martinez didn't have the knee problems and Miguel Cotto beat a prime Sergio Martinez, because that wasn't a prime Sergio Martinez, we know that. That is set in stone. It is known that he wasn't prime. But if he had beat a prime Sergio Martinez, then I would say, okay, Miguel Cotto is really back. But for some reason, looking at like the fights that he's fought, I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like a Miguel Cotto hater, but it's just my personal opinion. I need more. It seems as though him and Freddie Roach has been known for being a trainer that looks for weaknesses in other fighters to exploit. He's been known for that. So him and Miguel Cotto talked and said, well, you can be the light heavyweight. You can be the middleweight champion. Damn, my battery's going to run out. But anyway, I'm going to be here to review the second episode of HBO 24/7, Cotto versus Canelo, which is coming on November the 19th. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. And there's going to be a lot more Cotto versus Canelo build-up coming, you better believe. Please subscribe.